Hey everyone, my apologies, it's been a while since I posted. New eye. Well, they got rid of the cataract. I can see. So what we're going to do today is I got an old pine amp out of the 60s that I've owned for about 10 years, never used, and put another speaker in it. So let's get on to a little play, just so you can hear it on this mic. So there's no figuring around. What you hear is what it is. I got an RC booster and a little bit of slapback, an MXR delay. The old trusty telly. We're on our neck pickup. The volume is not as loud as I'd like. To record it right, it won't work. So it sounds better when you crank it up, like all amps do. And it's only 25 watts, so you can crank it up live. Yeah, not bad for a low volume. Like it's low, like low practice volume right now. It still sounds good. Now let's put her on the back pickup. Here's the telly. We're back here now. We got a little mini humbucker. A little more bite, a little louder. I'll try and play quieter. Let's do the chords. Nice and quiet there. Let's turn that off. Now, give me a sec. Turn everything off. I'm going to disappear on you. I'm back. Disappear again. Unplug everything. All right, here we go. Dun, da, da, da. There's the back. How exciting. Look in there. You can see there's a little Peavey speaker in there. Can we see that? It's a Blue Marvel. That's what you get in your Peavey Rages. Cheap speaker made in China. All right. Oh, I'm making it sound like it's heavy. It's not. It's 14 pounds. 14 ridiculous little pounds. Let's get a look at the top. 3 inputs over here. Volume, tone, a fuse. That's it. All right. Let's put her back here. You can see it. So anyways, bought the amp about 10 years ago. Local. The guy had it. He used to get rid of some things. I think it was $100. But I like antique stuff. Let me get this in the lens a little bit more. I like antique stuff. I thought, hey, this is cool. Never used it because it had its own particular sound. It had this old speaker in it. This would be the original speaker. It's in good shape. Probably original solder's on there too. I don't know if we can see the numbers on there. I don't know what it is. But I decided, hey, put the Blue Marvel in. Let's just try it. I need a small amp. This sounds kind of nice. And when you crank it, it sounds really good. I couldn't crank it there because I'm limited in my recording. Sorry. So yeah, I bought it. Excuse me, I bought it. Took it to my buddy, Rob, who fixes everything up for me. He calls me back. He says, well, I took off the two-way plug and put a grounded plug on there. So you get 3. And he says, I took the mouse nest out of it for you, no charge. There was a freaking mouse nest in it. In the back of it, you can't really see. There's a metal plate comes down, covering where the transistor stuff is. It's not a tube amp. 25 watts. The Blue Marvel, Peavey Blue Marvel, made in China, is 20 watts. So it breaks a little tiny bit when you crank it up, but just enough. This old speaker, it broke up everywhere, and I like to play kind of clean. I didn't touch it because it had a certain sound. I thought, if I wanted to record something with a really grungy sound that had no other amp had, it was this one. So anyways, back in the 60s, there was a Pine Music. And in the back, they started making their own amplifiers. And originally, like this one, it says Pine on it. Then they started making Pauls. This is in Montreal, Canada. And there was one other one, I can't remember what it is, but there's a lot of Pauls around here and there, but the pine ones are the old ones. That's what I wanted. It's cool. I'm going to use it. Like I said, 14 pounds. It's so light. I take it to practice. I can do small gigs with that. And I do some small gigs instead of bringing around a 50-pound amplifier, which I'm usually doing. So it's just a fun little amp. It's interesting. It's different. Nobody's going to know what it is when you bring it out to the gig. Like I said, it's been 10 years, but I've had it all gone through. When you get an old amp like this, first thing you do is take it to your guy. Even though it's not a tube amp, so you have to worry about the tubes. You still got to go through it, make sure there's going to be no fires, no whatever. This is old technology. Like I said, it had a mouse nest in it. I didn't even open up the back. I just gave it to him. So be careful. What more can I say? Good little amp. I'm going to use it on a gig somewhere. I'm going to go to rehearsal today. We got a nice gig coming up this weekend. It's going to be a good one. Playing over the shores of Lake Erie. It's beautiful. We look over the lake. The poor audience has to look at us. It's a good trade. Anyways, there it is. There's probably more to say about it, but I'm not an expert on these amps. I'm just excited to have a nice little amp. I'm not going to use it this weekend. It's not big enough for playing outdoors. I'll be playing acoustic probably. But it's 14 pounds. Da, 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 da. You just take it wherever you want to go. Sounds good. Do small rooms. Just bring a backup. So for a backup, as you guys know, I usually use a Mustang Micro, the little headphone amps. I just plug that in. I just throw that in my case. When you got old amps, you never know. So I just throw that in the case, a little 1/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. You can always go plug that in. Make sure it's on the 64 Deluxe setting. And bang, there you go. You're saved. So, it's all good stuff. Anyways, I didn't introduce myself. It's Ron Robertson, Ron Robertson Music, here on YouTube and Instagram and all those other places, ronrobertson.com. We play Southern Ontario. We don't get too much further, but we have a lot of fun, you know, most retired guys, and have a lot of special guests. And I managed to get some really good quality guests. I'm a lucky guy that way. Anyways, there it is. Pine 25 watt, made in the 60s amp, and sounds good. Keep your eye out for them. They're really rare, and you're probably going to only find them in Canada. But I do see Pauls and stuff, which were made by them as well. And there's one other brand they made as well. You can find those once in a while. Anyways, you take care. You all be good. It's been hot here in Canada, in Southern Ontario. It's probably been hot most places. Keep cool, and we'll see you on the next time. Bye now.